Hey guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat, and it's time for the next tea chat. I actually don't have any tea in my cup today because it's really hot. Actually not even using the tea chat mug today because it still has last time's tea chat slogan on it, which I need to explain about. So a few weeks ago, I had recorded a tea chat that was sort of a reaction to some things that were going on. I mentioned in one of the most recent videos that it was a negative one and I had gone on for a while, and I normally, though I will feel strongly about things, I'll normally let them slide. Other people say what I want to say. Occasionally I'll draft up a blog post, but then just let it go. So I recorded this tea chat, which was all about being true to yourself and not being scared off by people who don't like your opinion. And I got it all out, and I think it was basically the same as when I draft up a blog post but then never end up publishing it. Once I got it out, I didn't even want to look at it again. I didn't want to edit it again. I'm not in a negative space right now, and I just don't even want to deal with it. So we're not gonna do the suck it up buttercup tea chat. Instead, we're going the complete opposite. So there had been a blog tour going on for More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. So I like the idea. The whole thing was talking about things that make you happy. Yesterday was just not a happy day. You know, the last couple days I've just been kind of down for no reason and many reasons. You know how it all just kind of builds up on you. And I thought, you know what, I needed to just sit down and kind of take a minute to think about some of the things that make me happy. So even though that blog tour is over, today's tea chat topic is more happy than not. It's all of those little silly things, not the big obvious ones like your friends and your family and puppies make you happy, but all of those little seemingly inconsequential things that just delight you and just put you in an instantly better mood. So I have a whole list of them that make me happy, and writing it yesterday made me happy, and I'm going to share them with you. So these are all just silly little things that make me more happy than not. The first one, and the one I always think of, is spring, but specifically that really bright, fresh, new, yellowy green color of the leaves, like right before they're getting ready to unfurl, just like the little leaf buds that are just this vibrant pop of color and all of that dead. When I see that, it just makes me smile. It just makes me like, I love it. And then the mud smell from all of the snow melting and just all of that. I was born just before spring. I was born at the very end of winter, and they say that your favorite season will end up being about 3 months or so after you were born, because that is when you start really taking in the world around you. And that may be true, because like mid to late spring is really my sweet spot. I love fall too, but spring is the one that always brings a smile to my face. I love thunderstorms. I love rain in general and the sound of rain, but big booming thunderstorms, as long as no one's heard in them. I love the claps of thunder. I love the pounding rain. I love the flashes of lightning, all of it. I love opening right to the right page of something. So when I pick up a book that I've left off on and I open up and I'm about to flip through, because I hardly ever use bookmarks, and I just open exactly to where I needed to be, love that. When something just lines up precisely so. That makes me very happy. I love songs that have clapping and snapping in them. I have playlists of them, and if you know of any good ones, let me know in the comments and I will add them to my playlist, because it just is an instant, like, mood brightener for me. I love the feel of tar in pavement that has been warmed by the sun in the summer under bare feet. This has been from the time I was a kid, walking across the street barefoot, following the tar lines, because it squishes and it's just like soothingly warm. It brings me back to when I was a kid, and it's just happy making. You guys already know I love Jane Austen, but I love my Jane Austen collection, and the fact that I have Jane Austen action figures, and the fact that I have a best friend who encourages me to take those Jane Austen action figures with us when we go places, document her travels as Travels with Jane, and she reminds me when I'm going somewhere, don't forget to take Jane. I love that. I love finding hidden hearts in things, so when I'm walking along and there's a little heart-shaped rock, or a heart-shaped knot in a tree, or a heart-shaped cloud, or a gum splotch on the sidewalk that looks like a heart. I used to have a whole Flickr folder full of them. Say that 5 times fast. I would take a picture every time I saw a heart, and I think I need to start doing that again. I don't think it will surprise any of you who have spent any length of time on this vlog, or possibly even if you're seeing me for the first time, but I love color. I love color, and I love color coding, and just the right colors. I love seeing the right colors together and organizing them. And speaking of, I like organizing things. I love seeing those posts of grooms who are seeing their brides walk down the aisle for the first time. Those reaction shots of grooms seeing their brides. I love that. I love when you're watching a TV show and you hear like the background song that you've never heard before and you probably would have never come across before, but you hear it and you're like, that song! Like, you have to have it, and you track down the song and you've got a new favorite. And your world is just kind of expanded, and it's that instant of connection. Like, I need this song is for me. I love that. I love random acts of kindness. Not just, you know, the little silly ones that we do for each other or for strangers, which is very nice, but when you get those chains of random acts of kindness going, you know, like in a line at Tim Hortons and someone pays for the person behind them, who then pays for the person behind them, and it just keeps going. That is just lovely, and I don't know why we don't do that more often. I love purring kittens, purring cats. There's just something magical about purring. And little kitty headbutts when they want to be petted and they just like nuzzle you or headbutt you. I don't think you can be anything other than at peace laying down with a purring cat on your chest. It just like, your body just syncs up with them, and it's just so relaxing and perfect, and the fact that they do that is just amazing, and I love it. I love meeting kindred spirits and those people that you just immediately connect with, who are part of the same fandoms, like the same things that you do, and you say something obscure and they're like, oh my god! I love that moment of finding someone else in the world that is like you. I love belting out ridiculous songs when I'm home alone. If you ever sneak into my house when I'm all alone, you might hear me walking around yelling out the lyrics to Big Spender or something. Just random. The release of it is just joyous. I love making things and learning new things. I love getting my hands into something, learning a new skill, getting really, really caught up in something new and obsessing over it and going a little bit crazy. I don't love that I'm always on to the next thing and so I don't end up finishing things, but that moment of just pure excitement in learning and doing is energizing and just exciting. I love the possibilities of all of the new things that will eventually be added to this list. Ever since I wrote this yesterday, I've been coming across new things that I'm like, yeah, that. I love that little thing. I love this little thing. Like, all of these little things have just been popping up, and once you start to kind of pay attention to them, you realize how many there really are, and I love knowing that that list is going to keep growing, and there are always going to be new little things that will make me smile and just make me instantly happy. I love that. And lastly, I love making lists. So this was just really kind of perfect. So I suppose this tea chat is a little bit getting to know you and a little bit an exercise in positivity. Let me know the little things that just always bring a smile to your face, and I would highly encourage you to make your own list or spend a few minutes thinking about it, because you'll be amazed how many you'll come up with and how quickly, and you'll be amazed that once you start thinking about it, how many more you notice, and it really does just turn your mood around. I started off yesterday in a bad mood and I ended it in a fabulous one. I started off today in a bad mood until I started doing this, and now I'm in a great one. So chat with me in the comments, and I hope that it will brighten your day. And it will let me get to know you a little bit better the way you're getting to know me a little bit better. And I will chat with you there. As always, thanks for watching and happy reading!